Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Heroes of History. I'm Joe, and this is... Where have you been?
I've just flown in across the Atlantic.
You what? Never mind.
Let's start the show!
Right guys, so last week I was in the get-up of good old Florence Nightingale. But who is Joe dressed up as this week?
Well, this week, I'm Charles Lindbergh.
Oh, that's great. But who's that?
Oh, I didn't think you'd know. Wait, you know what time it is, don't you? Fact! Hooray!
Why don't we take a look over here?
Let's do that!
Wow.
In 1902, I was born in the great US of A.
So what did you do in America?
Well, my first job was in aviation as an airmail pilot, yes.
An airmail pilot? That's a bit dull.
Now, hang on. I was also a bit of a daredevil, even in the name Wing Walker.
Whoa. Do you want to give the people at home a demonstration of the power of the force within?
No. Not Skywalker. No. Wing Walker.
Oh.
Now, don't be like that. Don't be like that. You'd be surprised at how dangerous it really is.
What do you mean?
You know what that means? The people at home don't know what you mean.
Well, wing walking is a stunt that I used to perform on my very own plane, yes.
That's not all you're famous for, is it?
Oh, no. I was the first person to fly non-stop from New York to Paris. There's even a statue of me in the great state of Georgia, USA.
Oh, that is great.
Yes.
Just how many miles is it from New York to Paris?
3,610 to be precise.
What
yes.
do you mean?
That's equivalent to 63,536 football pitches.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
That is a lot.
I'm glad, yes.
No, it makes sense. What is Paris like?
Why don't we go and have a look?
Let's go. Well, here we are in Paris.
It took Charles, or should I say me, 33 hours to get here from New York. Yes. But little did I know that 13 years later it'd be invaded by the Nazis, the same guys that gave my German Eagle in 1938.
Oh, the Nazis? That was ages ago. Wait. I'm being told it's time for Quick Facts! The Titanic sunk in the Atlantic Ocean in 1912.
World War I begins in 1914 and ends in 1918.
Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered in 1922.
Amelia Earhart becomes the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic in 1932.
World War II started in 1939 and finished in 1945.
DNA was discovered in 1953.
Disneyland was opened in 1955.
Muhammad Ali becomes world heavyweight champion in 1964. Come on!
Man walks on the moon for the first time in 1969.
Wow, I'm exhausted.
You know, I didn't realise that DNA was discovered in 1953.
Well, all these facts are hurting my brain. I think we need to relax.
You think what I'm thinking?
I think I am. Let's get creative. Let's get back here, come on.
Right. So this is a part of the show where we show you how to make something from one household item.
What are we making today?
Today we're making a quick and simple phone case.
That's crazy. A phone case with just one item.
That's right. So let's get cracking.
Great, but what's on one item today?
Just a simple balloon.
Wow. What else do you need? What else?
Well, aside from your balloon, obviously, you'll need some scissors and some marker pens.
Don't forget your phone.
Thanks for that.
Oh, great. How do we start?
Well, could you start by blowing that out for me, please?
Of course. Quick fact before I start. Did you know that 140 45 years before me, Charles, took to flight, hot air blues were flying in the skies. Fantastic, fantastic.
That is actually a nice bit of information. Thanks for that, Charles.
No problem.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
So right, what you want to do, you want to take your phone, push it into the centre of the balloon while slowly releasing the air.
Wow. I started to see how it works. Yes. Wow. Look at that.
And there we go.
Look at that, mate. Look.
And actually, here's one I made earlier.
What was? Is that a design on the back?
Yes, of course. And you can do your very own just using a marker pen. You can do this in your own home.
Wow.
I tell you what, that looks good here.
It looks more than good. It's ace.
And if you want to see this demonstration again, check out our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/Heroes of History.
Very good, very good. Be sure to send us your photos so that we can see how yours turned out. We must see, I must. Simply share them on Facebook or Twitter and be sure to use the hashtag HOH.
Looking forward to it. Anyway, it's time to see what the good old doctor's up to.
Oh, the silly fool.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. As you may or may not know, Charles Lindbergh helped to invent the artificial heart. The Charles Lindbergh artificial heart lived outside the human body. It was never trialled on humans, but what Charles had to understand was how the heart worked. So how does it work? Well, study of the human heart is known as cardiology. You see, the heart pumps blood all around the body. It has to work against the force of gravity in order to get blood to your head, and with the force of gravity to get blood to the rest of your body. When blood leaves the heart, it leaves through arteries, of which the biggest is the aorta. Blood coming into the heart is carried through veins, which are smaller than arteries, as they don't need to be as powerful. There also needs to be a constant supply of blood coming from the lungs to the heart. Blood that leaves the lungs has been oxygenated, which means that it's been filled with oxygen. The blood takes this oxygen to the heart, which the heart then pumps all around the rest of your body, because your body, your whole body, needs a constant supply of oxygen. Anyway, thanks guys, I've got work to do.
What are you doing? It's time for social media.
Sorry.
Nice one.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, now it's time for the part of the show where we ask Joe, I mean Charles, some of your questions. Right, anyway, first question is from Kate, age 11, from Bournemouth. Kate is wanting to know, what did you take with you when you flew across the Atlantic?
Well, that is an interesting question, yes. I mostly carried fuel. I got rid of my parachute and radio gear, so I could carry more fuel, yes.
Didn't that lead to the nickname Flying Fool?
That's right, yes.
So, wing walker to flying fool. Just like that was thinking. Anyway, enough of that flying fool. And it's time for question 2, which is from Paul, a 12-year-old from York. He's wanting to know, outside of aviation, what were you most passionate about?
Well, that is a great question, Paul. I would have to say that I'm most passionate about spreading the word of conservation.
Hold up. Could you explain conservation for us?
Well, conservation is spreading the word of the protection of the world's most threatened animals and the environment, yes. I'm proud to say that I travelled around the world, stayed with tribes in Africa, lived in the Philippines. Beautiful place, the Philippines, I must say. Oh, very good.
That is truly fascinating. And it's time for his last question, which is from Rebecca, a 10-year-old from Glasgow. She's interested to know, what was your view like from up inside the plane?
Well, Rebecca, you'd be disappointed to know I didn't have a front window. Oh. So when I did have the chance, you know, to look outside, I could only really mostly see clouds.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I know.
Well, that's all the time we've got for questions today.
Great.
Thank you to everyone who sent in.
They were.
Oh, they were great. They were good questions.
Oh, good. Right. I can tell by the look on your face. You're wanting to get to the information everyone wants to talk about.
Oh.
Engines. Oh. I designed the Spirit of St. Louis. It was powered by a 220 horsepower engine. 9-cylinder it was. Oh yes, It was gorgeous, it was.
Silence, you fools!
Who's that?
It's time for the quiz.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm talking about engine.
I'm not revised.
Take your positions.
Oh, yeah.
How long did it take for Charles Lindbergh to fly across the Atlantic?
33 hours. 33 hours.
Correct. Question 2. What state in USA can you find the statue of Charles Lindbergh?
Georgia?
Correct. Question 3. What award did the German government give Charles in 1938?
The German Eagle.
Correct.
Oh, I thought
Question 4. In the early 1930s, what did Charles Lindbergh help invent?
The artificial heart.
Correct. Question 5. What nickname did Charles earn after his flight across the Atlantic?
The Wing Walker.
Incorrect. That was the nickname given to him in the 1920s when he was a stunt pilot. The question is now passed on to Joe.
Well, it's my time now, mate.
Can you tell me the nickname that Charles was given after his flight across the Atlantic?
I believe the answer you were looking for is Flying Fool.
Correct. You are the victor.
No.
Well.
No.
Looks like I win again, but unfortunately that's all I've got time for this week. Be sure to join us though, and you'll see this loser dressed up as Julius Caesar.
There's no need to rub it in.
I'm the winner.
Make sure you check us out next week, folks, on
Heroes of History!